Whoa, sing.
Escape global music. What are you escaping from?
What up, what up, what up? It's your guy. D to the A to the R to the N. Bars. And you're back with another episode of The Bars Report. That's right, my friends. The Bars Report. Alright, so we back, man. And today, we're going to be talking about Shyne. That's right, my friends. We're going to be talking about Poe. We're going to be talking about Jamal Burrow. That's right. We're going to take it back to 1998. All this today and more on The Bars Report. So, man, first thing we're going to talk about, right? So, you got Shyne, right? He was in Brooklyn, you know what I mean? He had the Biggie voice. You'll say he was rolling around rapping like this and that at the Biggie voice. You know what I'm saying? Legend tells it he was at a barbershop with Clark Kent, right? Same dude that produced for Bad Boy. He told him he can get him a deal. Boom, gets him a deal. He freestyles for Clark Kent, freestyles for Puff. Puff signs him on the spot for the biggest deal that Bad Boy has ever signed anybody. And I'm talking about anybody at that time. It was like 3.5, like 3 mil. It was like 3 million, like 2 fancy cars. Something like that. I'll put it right here just to make sure. Mind you, the kid was only 18 years old. Bad Boy had gone through mad ups and downs by this point. I'm talking about they had just lost Biggie. So Mace was pretty much spearheading the entire operation at this point and did a fantastic job. Shout out to Mace. So it was around this time when Mace decided to become a pastor and he stepped down from rapping. So now Bad Boy needed a brand new somebody. They needed a new top dog. So then here comes this dude. You say they got the flow. Now tell me who wanted to mess with. All right, let me stop. Right? So we get this guy, Shyne. So now not only does Shyne come in and take over, but now there's no more shiny suits and all the shiny stuff. Nah, now it's just straight hardcore, straight gangster image. Bad Boy. Debut album on the way. Looks like he's about to become that next best thing. I'm talking about, this boy had the streets on lock. All right, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing these singles. It was crazy. Until 1999, December 28th. So Shyne had an album that was about to come out. So him, Puff, and J-Lo all decided to go out to a club this night, right? Downtown Manhattan. Jenny from the Block had some hits that year too. So her and Puff was like the it couple at the time, right? So you couldn't tell them nothing. So now here's where the story gets crazy, right? Somebody bumped into Puffy. He'll remain anonymous at this time, right? He bumped into Puff. Somebody threw money at Puff. It hit his lip. Shots was fired. According to Shyne, somebody pulled out a gun on Puff, and then Shyne, in retaliation, pulled out the gun and retaliated fire. About 3 people got injured in the whole fight, but everybody that got aimed at did not get hit. Then Shyne ended up leaving with Puffy and J-Lo and the bodyguard, and they all took off. They tried to make an illegal U-turn in Manhattan, tried to bust a Huey, got pulled over. J-Lo, somebody had something in the purse. I don't know nothing about that. That's all allegedly. But then the gun was found by the police, and the gun was registered to Bad Boy Entertainment. Dang. So Fat Joe asked Shyne when he came home, he was like, did you feel like you were protecting your friends? Did you feel like your life was in danger? Shyne said Scar, he wasn't afraid of Scar. Scar was the instigator in the entire situation. Shyne said those are his guys. Pay attention to this. We're going to talk about this in a few. Shyne said that wasn't his beef. He said that was a problem between him and Puff. He said when he seen him in the club, he didn't have no problems with him. But then the initial issue started between him and Puffy. Shyne said those were his guys and he knew what they were capable of. Somebody reached for a weapon, so he reached for his weapon to defend the family that he was with. This is what he said with Fat Joe. The lawyer said Bad Boy had 300 employees at the time. There's no telling who left that gun in the car or if that gun was even used in the club in the night of the shoot. So now, while the two of them were waiting trial, Shyne dropped his album in two of the most infamous music videos in hip hop, Bad Boys and Bonnie and Shyne. But the one thing that was different from this album from all the other Bad Boys album was it was just like what Suge Knight had predicted, you know, all in the videos, all in the music, dancing. There was no Puffy nothing a part of this a part of this album. There was no Puff Daddy a part of this album whatsoever. Shyne even said, and I quote, Diddy distanced himself from me due to the upcoming trial. On top of that, they would have separate trials. Puff had some high-priced attorneys like Johnny Cochran, and he was acquitted of all charges. Shyne, on the other hand, he was found on 2 cases of assault, 1 count of reckless endangerment, and gun possession. A lot of people looked at Diddy crazy when he didn't help him out during the trial. I mean, I know I did. I mean, let Shyne tell it. Shyne was looking at 25 to life. Puff, at best, was looking at probation, but he didn't want to do nothing. Then to make things even crazier, come to find out, allegedly, Diddy paid witnesses to come forward to testify against Shyne. That's insane. And Gene Deal said that too, to back up that claim. Shyne said at the time that that was unacceptable. So then he does the 10 years. He ends up coming home. Everybody's excited. There's a huge bidding war for him. Huge bidding war for him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants him to sign with him. Everybody wants him to sign with this person, that person, this person, that person, right? He even got caught up in the 50 Cent and Irv Gotti beef, in the Murder Inc. beef. He got caught up in that situation. So then he said but when he came home, he didn't have the same voice. He didn't sound like he was really polished. Sounded like he had to kind of, you know what I'm saying, like find his steps back to normal, back to getting his flow, or adjusting to the times, I should say. But he didn't really have it. Then he said some more wild stuff about Kendrick Lamar. Before he decided to be a politician, he decided to let bygones be bygones with Puff, and then decided to do a concert with him. So now this is where my whole thing, you know, now it's the bygones be bygones, right? You came home, you said you did what you did to protect your family. That's why he was wrong. He has a documentary coming out on Hulu where it's called The Honorable Shyne. And I quote, Shyne says, I was absolutely set up to be the fall guy. One of the most difficult parts of it was watching everybody succeed. I spent 10 years in prison, but I was able to move on, he says. Now Shyne says Diddy ruined his life. I'm not really understanding the flip-flopping, man. Like, it sounds like when you came home, you took credibility for the situation, but now you're saying that that he ruined your life. I mean, you do the crime, you do the time, Playboy. You know what I mean? The witness in the witness in the trial said that Shyne never even shot the gun. She said Shyne isn't innocent, but Shyne wasn't the one that shot her. She said Puffy was the one that shot her. So a lot of shots being flown off in that club. That's pretty much the story of Shyne, right? The politician for Belize. Good, do that. Flex comes and hits a Shyne over the lies that he's telling in the documentary. So I'm going to read some of the quotes that Funk Flex said. Flex said, this has been bothering me for weeks. When somebody tries to say they're a scapegoat or they was used, it has been bothering me. I'm going to keep it a buck, Shyne. I love you, bro. And I know what you've been through. No, I don't. But you're a liar. You're a stone cold faced liar, Shyne. First of all, you remember when D-Rock had to beat you up at the studio because you was feeling yourself? You lucky you got signed to Bad Boy, because if you did not sign to Bad Boy and you signed to Def Jam or anywhere else, then they were going to pound you out like that the day they beat you up in the studio. Shyne, you can't lie with me around. And I'm going to tell you something else, Shyne. If you hated Puff so much, when he got the key to the city, you were in the trailer, sucker. You're a sucker. I can't stand you. You got no guts. You went to jail because you took out your own gun because you were scared to get punched in the face by some dudes that you knew that were your people that you jerked. You jerked them because you signed first. Shyne, you signed to them dudes first. I'm going to expose you, Shyne, because you're a liar. And you can fool your country on who you are. You ain't fooling me. You had 10 record deals because you sounded like the Notorious B.I.G. and he died. Everybody wanted to spit in your face back then, Shyne, including me. But you sounded like Biggie. And you was capitalizing off of Don Pooh. I apologize. I know I said I wasn't going to say something tonight. I'm sorry. Shyne, your records were whack too. I'm going to wait until your whack ass documentary come out and I'm going to destroy you. Let me tell you something, New York, about Shyne that night in the club. He knew exactly who those guys was he got into a situation. It was his situation, not anybody else's. This ain't about Puff. It's about the Notorious B.I.G. and you sounding like him and you trying to act like you were in demand and you was somebody. You a punk. And you shot that gun off that night because you was scared. If none of you veterans are going to check this bozo, I'm going to check him. I saw that trailer too, Shyne's documentary, and everybody sitting in it wanting to spit in Shyne's face. I don't care. I don't care what friends I lose tonight. Everybody sitting in that doc wanted to spit in your face, Shyne. I wanted to spit in your face. Puff had to beg me to play them records. Nobody was rocking with you, sounding like Biggie, just died. You thought you were going to step out in these streets and nobody was going to check you? I'm going to check you, man. So that's pretty much it, guys. Yo, what do you think, man? This has been a whole lot to unpack. So on one here, we got Shyne saying that that's Puff's beef. We got Flex saying that was his beef. He's saying he had like 10 different record deals. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know what was going down. He did the 10. Like, what do y'all think, man? Let me know in the comments. Do you think J-Lo had the gun in the purse? Who do you think let off in the club? Do you think they both shot off in the club? Do you think the witness is right, the one that got shot in the eye and said that Puffy was the one that shot it? Yo, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's just too much. You know what it is, man. It's your guy. D to the A to the R to the N. Boop, 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 boop.
Escape global music. What are you escaping from?